Hello, friends. Yeah, I know it's been a little bit since I posted a video, trying to kind of figure out what I want to do with this thing and maybe change the format a bit. And I don't know, I'm still kind of tinkering with it some, but wanted to definitely do this video and talk about a few things that are happening in the world of college football. And, want to start off with, I posted the 24/7 recruiting rankings in several groups after National Signing Day. The first National Signing Day was over on, what day was that? Was that Wednesday? They're all running together these days. And had a couple of people respond with basically like, it doesn't matter, who cares? With the transfer portal, it doesn't matter anymore. And I don't necessarily agree with that. The portal is important, but you got to be able to do both. Recruiting high school players still matters. 24/7 portal rankings from 2025 show the teams that took in the most players from the portal this season. North Carolina took in 41. They have a 4-8 record. Mississippi State, 34 taken from the portal, a 5-7 record this year. UCLA, 31 players, 3-9. Colorado, 33, 3-9. West Virginia, the Mountaineers took in 53 players from the transfer portal. Their record this season, 4-8. The Oklahoma State Cowboys, 41 players taken from the portal, a 1-11 record. And Purdue, 54 players from the transfer portal, 2-10. I could go on, but I think you get the idea. In short, rarely can you build your program predominantly from the portal. Now, it'll give you some, in kind of a cliche or a metaphor, it'll give you some new appliances, a great TV, but the foundation, the bones of the house that you want to build, it's still going to take some great recruiting from the high school ranks. The portal can add some huge pieces for sure. But again, to really be successful, you have to get your base from the ranks of those high school programs and prospects. In fact, of the top 12 teams currently ranked from the college football playoff rankings, one team had 30 players from the portal, Ole Miss. 3 of them, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and Indiana, had between 21 to 23, and the rest, no more than 19. You can complement, you can fill in those pieces, but you can't build the foundation from the portal. Now, if you're a fan of the conference championship games, then you might be rooting for Alabama against Georgia this Saturday in Atlanta. Why? Because if the Tide lose and they are left out of the college football playoff field, then SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey might say, nope, we're done. With the expanded playoff, each league wants to get as many teams in the portal or in the field as possible. It's good for the brand. It's good for the TV contracts. It's just a good thing. So if the Tide cannot beat Georgia and Bama's left out, I would not be shocked if this is the next to last or maybe even the last SEC title game we see. Now, it might be a little more difficult than that, depending on how much money could be lost and if ESPN wants the game to stick around, because that's just the world we live in, the TV contracts. But an attempt will be made. And if the SEC does it, and we see a team, say, from the Big Ten lose a potential spot the next year, especially to an SEC team, well, let's just say the Southeastern Conference started the trend of championship games, and they could be the league to also end them. And speaking of the SEC championship game, the man who got it started, former SEC Commissioner Roy Kramer, passed away Thursday at the age of 96. Under his leadership from 1990 to 2002, the SEC expanded from 10 to 12 schools with the addition of the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arkansas Razorbacks, and he created the SEC Football Championship game. Kramer was also the architect and founding chairman of the BCS, and he negotiated the multi-sport national over-the-air broadcast agreement with CBS that has set the standards for conferences nationwide. Now, you can debate how good Kramer was for the SEC and college football as a whole, but his impact on the game was something that still resonates today, and it probably always will. So those are a few thoughts I have what's going on in the world of college football and sports. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Great to talk to you guys again, and all of you, have a great day.